Welcome. Let me ask you this. How does Google Maps know there's a traffic jam up ahead and reroute you before you even see the brake lights? Or how does your bank instantly flag a weird transaction and text you asking if it was really you? They aren't seeing the future, but they are predicting it. And that power comes from one person, the analyst. Analysts are like navigators for the modern world. They sift through mountains of data, millions of GPS signals, thousands of financial transactions to spot patterns and predict what's coming next. Their job is to find the fastest route, the safest path, and the hidden opportunities. Today, you're going to learn how they do it. Ready to see the future? Let's dive in. So, who is an analyst? Forget boring spreadsheets for a second. Think of an analyst as a modern-day detective. But instead of solving crimes, they solve business mysteries using data as their clues. It all starts when they ask the right questions. Not just any questions, but the big, tough, important ones. Like the one you see here. A streaming app is suddenly losing subscribers. The big question is, why? Next, they dive headfirst into the data. They become digital archaeologists, digging through numbers to find hidden patterns, causes, and trends. They are looking for the story that the data is trying to tell. And finally, and this is the most important part, they don't just find the problem, they recommend a solution. They guide the team to make better, smarter decisions to improve the outcome. They don't just find clues. They help win the case. Okay, so how do they actually do it? Welcome to the Analyst's Workflow. This is the secret playbook, the step-by-step guide to turning a confusing question into a game-changing insight. Step 1. Define. It always starts with the mission, the question. Why are users uninstalling our app? We need to know exactly what we're trying to solve. Step 2. Collect. Now we gather the evidence. We pull everything we can. App usage data, user feedback, reasons for uninstalling. Every piece of information is a potential clue. Step 3. Clean. This step is critical. Data is almost always messy. You have to remove duplicates, handle missing pieces, and basically dust for prints to make sure the clues you're looking at are reliable. Step 4. Analyze. This is where the magic happens. You connect the dots, you look for patterns, and suddenly you have that aha moment. Wait a minute, uninstalls spiked right after our last feature release. Bingo! Step 5. Share. You can't keep a discovery this big to yourself. You have to present your findings to the team. You tell the story of the data in a way that everyone can understand. Step 6. Decide. And finally, the verdict. Based on your evidence, the team makes a confident decision. Let's recommend a rollback or a quick UX fix. You see, each step builds on the last to create a complete story, turning a massive problem into an actionable solution. That is powerful. Now, just like there are different types of superheroes, there are different types of analysts, each with their own special focus. You've got the business analyst. They are the strategists, always focused on the big picture company goals. Then there's the data analyst, the ultimate number cruncher. They find trends and build amazing dashboards to make data easy to see. The product analyst is the user champion. They are obsessed with understanding how you interact with a product, like an app or a website. Meet the marketing analyst, the growth hacker. They study campaigns and audiences to figure out how to reach more people. And of course, the financial analyst, the money master. They forecast revenue and analyze costs to keep the business healthy. But here's the real secret. In the real world, these jobs often overlap. What truly matters isn't your title. It's your ability to take messy data and make it meaningful. All right, so what do you need in your utility belt to become an analyst? It boils down to 4 key areas in the analyst toolkit. First, thinking. This is your #1 tool. You have to be a curious problem solver with a logical, structured mind. Think like Sherlock Holmes. Second, data. You need to speak the language of data. This means getting comfortable with things like SQL, Excel, and statistics to investigate the clues. Third, tools. These are your high-tech gadgets. Programs like Power BI, Tableau, or even coding languages like Python and R help you process and visualize massive amounts of information. And fourth, communication. This might be the biggest one. You can be the best data detective in the world, but if you can't tell a compelling story with your findings, nobody will listen. Storytelling and presentation are key. And pay close attention to this key tip because it changes everything. It's not about the fancy tools you know, it's about your ability to use data to support better decisions. That is the entire game. So let's zoom out one last time and look at the big picture. What is the ultimate role of an analyst? An analyst is not just someone who works with data. They are a bridge. On one side of that bridge, you have raw numbers, a chaotic mess of zeros and ones, databases and spreadsheets. It's just information with no meaning. On the other side, you have real decisions, action plans, the things that make a business succeed or fail. And who stands right in the middle, connecting those two worlds? Oh, the analyst. You are the translator. You are the guide. You take that complex, raw data and you transform it into clear, simple insights that drive better business outcomes. You turn numbers into action. That's who an analyst is. They don't just report on the past, they help shape the future. And that's a wrap on our mission. Now you know the secret identity of the analyst. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you in the next one.